The collapsed tunnel, or the chute as we commonly call it. Close your eyes and go through. Nothing will happen. Trust me. So I trusted you on August 15, 2015, and look what happened. Because of the crash in August 2015 and the concealed injury of the spinal cord, here I am on February 10, 2016, totally confused as to why I am being shocked. I can't talk, so I can't tell you how I'm feeling or where I'm hurting. I will continue to go to work every day, no matter how I feel, because I want to be with you. These are not the causes of the crashes. The running surface that we are on, the length of the chute, the fabric of the chute material, or the approach. The causes of the crash are the speed that we have promoted to be competitive and taking away a major sensory of the dog, which is his vision. The reason for more crashes is the friction force. The force exerted by a surface, which in this case is the chute fabric, as an object, which is the dog, moves across it or in it. The more the speed, the more the friction. Our dogs will do anything for us, and we love their drive to keep working. Now it is time for us to be their voice. As this video plays, look into the eyes of the dogs that are crashing. There is confusion and fear. They don't understand what has happened. They did as they were taught and asked to do, and now they are being flipped, cut, head yanked severely, eyes lacerated, stepped on, fallen on, or kicked by their teammate, ligaments torn, bones broken, or entangled in total darkness with no escape. If we don't see it, it must not be there. If they will run, it must not be there. In humans, we call it cervical acceleration deceleration syndrome, also known as whiplash. We need to look for the hidden injuries. The spinal cords do get damaged. Whiplash is a cervical neck injury that is caused when the head is either thrown backwards by acceleration or forward by deceleration. This abrupt jerking motion will cause the head itself to jerk and to be stretched beyond its normal range of motion. This motion will lead to straining of the muscles and ligaments of the neck. If the acceleration or deceleration motion is extreme enough, it can even cause the fractures of the vertebra in the neck. Whiplash injuries most commonly result in trauma to the deep anterior neck muscles. When a muscle is strained, it is slightly torn. When a ligament is sprained, it is stretched or torn. Most neck injuries of this nature will involve micro tears, but more serious hyperextension will result in larger tears and even fractures. Whiplash caused by hyperextension can cause many side effects, from headaches to migraines to vision problems to the shaking of the head to moving lameness to pawing at the ears to the tenderness of the feet to unexplained collapsing of the limbs and even seizures. The extent of the injuries can sometimes vary depending on the size of the body of the dog and the speed at impact. The most serious whiplash injuries can be associated with traumatic brain injuries, either a concussion or a more severe brain injury. On February 10, 2016, while having my heart break for Ray as he had his first violent seizure, my original dreams of a top competitive dog changed immediately. All I prayed for him was to be a happy and healthy companion, able to run and play and to be a normal dog. The neurologist ran every test possible to try to find out the cause of the seizure. Chest x-rays, urinalysis, bile acid test, MRI, CSF, blood work, urine culture and sensitivity, tick profile, anti-nuclear antibody test, esophageal irritation, metabolic and structural encephalopathy. Every test came back with normal or none as the results. The notes from the neurologist included mild atrophy and subjective increased abduction angle of the right shoulder, no cervical or spinal pain, normal reflex, and postural reaction. Between the original crash and the seizure, which was 25 weeks, I had been to 3 different veterinarians 19 times. We were treating for the original Chute crash, but then were looking for a reason for the lameness in the right front that would go away after 30 seconds of walking. On 3 different occasions, he was lame on the left rear at the same time as the right front. Every test and treatment that was recommended was run and followed, from chiropractic to rest following with core work, massage, laser, tick titer, Adequan, doxycycline, Previcox. I finally requested full-body radiographs on January 25, 2016, which would play a role later in his final diagnosis. After his seizure, I quit all agility training and trialing. I just did conditioning. Finally, Dr. Josh Oberhelman suggested I research a human term they call whiplash. Having taken the x-rays prior to the seizure was the key to the diagnosis. On March 17th, Dr. James Cook, who was voted America's best veterinarian in 2007, diagnosed Ray with a spinal injury, or whiplash, which can be seen in the x-rays taken before the seizure. The spine needed to be stabilized and the spinal cord needed time to heal. After just 2 chiropractic adjustments, working specifically on the spine where the whiplash had occurred, Ray no longer had a limp. We have continued chiropractic treatments and conditioning, and Dr. Cook said the spine was stable, but we are taking the time for the spinal cord to heal. Ray has not had any seizures in 4 months and runs and plays every day just like a normal dog. We have started low jumping and some weed pulls to see if this sets off a seizure, and so far it has not. Thank you, Dr. Josh Oberhelman and Dr. James Cook, for making a diagnosis and putting Ray on a road to recovery. Thank you, Pup Art and Contact Point Photography, for the use of their photos at no charge, and to all the handlers and owners that sent in their videos and photos. And a special thanks to Mercy Kohlberg for helping me with this presentation.